That's a good point. That's actually really interesting. And we know BMan plays like a ton of ladder, so there would be a lot of data here to facilitate these heat maps. And after all that data, we have to say that's a lot of aggro positioning.
It really is. Whether or not this is accurate, I wonder, because there was a lot of carry hound
Hmm.
before the most recent patch, and 201 was catching on to that as well, playing a lot of hound with these fortress punch lines near
Yeah.
near the line and kind of pushing into the towers. So whether or not they'll be still going for that, we'll have to see.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like they caught on to the Hound stuff pretty much at the same time as us. I mean, everybody just saw it pretty quickly. Like, Hounds plus levels and those two techs, OP.
5, 4,
Yes, very good.
3,
Especially
2,
after the Arclight
1.
received another nerf, this time to their hit points. Just felt like the Hound could shine.
Absolutely. Here we go. We're doing SaraTzch versus BMan in a best of one here. Let's see what they go for. It looks like speed for Sarah. That's going to be cool.
We do get two Hound packs immediately from both players,
Look at
and I
that.
wonder if B-Man's going to be near the line. Okay, looks like he is going to opt for a more aggressive positioning. Perhaps we can call this mid-range.
Yeah, we definitely could. I mean, it definitely looks like a mid range to me. Like, you could definitely play that way more defensive. And the fact that he's on one side makes me think that he does kind of care about sort of like going for the towers and playing the whole tower dynamics thing. Looks like it's going to be a crossfire actually between a mid range and a full aggro here. So pretty wild matchup, to be honest.
I never really know what to think about this type of positioning, though, from B-Man, because he's guessing wrong, and Sledgehammers and Hounds are not the fastest of units, so the tower pressure from B-Man won't be that high, whereas Sarah is just running in full force with these crawlers and steel balls.
For sure. Would you say that B-Man was just like just coin flipping here? Like he doesn't want to go for the center defense, so he's like, let's just roll the dice here, or in this case, flip the coin and hope that I just hit him head on.
Yeah, I think I would have preferred a center defense myself, but we'll have to see how he pilots this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, sledges are really strong on the initial rounds here, so we can see rock solid defense there. But with the speed SBC coming in, he's going to get the tower here and have a pretty strong collapse.
Have a look at this pull, too. None of B-Man's units seem to be going for the tower, except this one Hound, but I don't think it'll
Yeah,
have the damage to do anything meaningful. And meanwhile, all of these steel balls now collapsing onto the sledgehammers. It'll take a while. They're not the ideal targets to take care of, but I think that's just too much hit points here for those sledgehammers to do anything.
yeah, absolutely. And even like the speed SBC does make a difference here, right? Because they have less range, so every time they kill something, they got to walk forward once again. So honestly, really nice usage of the speed SBC.
And I really wonder how B-Man is going to be addressing this. Mass-produced Phoenix here, an insta-pickup from both players, and we see triple Phoenix pickup from Sarah. I mean, he plays this unit almost every single game, so I'm not too surprised, but I wasn't expecting a triple mass-produced Phoenix to show up
Yeah.
this early.
Yeah, that is really crazy. That's going to really dictate the shape of this game. I mean, that's a lot of player damage, of course, because they deal, they still deal a full 200 despite only costing 100. And now we have this whole like cheesing of the air that's going to happen. So, oh, we have a Phoenix flank, by the way, but intercepted here.
Yeah, both players going for basically the same move, but where Sarah did defend it, B-Man didn't. Although, I'm not too sure if the Phoenixes get in fast enough. The steel balls are pretty quick
Yeah,
themselves.
they might be good long term there, though. Like, he may be able to just keep it and, like, because it's a crossfire, right? So, like, he kind of just owns that whole right side vertical strip.
Have a look. I mean, this Phoenix positioning from Sarah is just working out so well. One Phoenix on
Yeah.
the left side, kind of gobbling up these sledges, taking care of the enemy Phoenixes during the debuff.
Yeah, that was like a proper surround there with all the Phoenixes. So maybe it was a really nice move to flank there. Just having all these Phoenixes come from every angle is really dangerous.
And have a look at the drops. These are all super powerful. Maybe not so much the Melter, but level 2 Typhoon, Raiden, and a high-level Fire Badger shows up.
Yeah, I agree. These are so powerful. I think like maybe Typhoon and Melter are the weaker ones in my eyes. But man, a Raiden and a Badger, Those are powerful options.
And I will say, Sarah is known to play very quick. I think he might have already ended his turn here. Picks up the Fire Badger, throws it on the top right side. Okay, not quite. Does add a missile on the bottom right. Has leveled the tower on the left side, but that's pretty much everything done with. And here we go. This top right flank is something I've been dealing with as well. And it looks
Yeah.
very, very difficult to deal with. I think you have to add, like, I mean, maybe a Typhoon or like a Wasp, but a Crawler Pack, a Hound, and a Phoenix, that'll deal with nearly anything.
Yeah, it's such a Sarah style move too. Like they love to add 3 units onto the flank instead of just, doing 1 and then selling out. So back to their usual style here. And again, because it's a crossfire, I like this quite a bit. Like I would consider them to just own the entire right vertical strip of land here. So developing it to just have a full surround as the battle commences and collapse occurs, I think it's quite nice.
And the Typhoon here on the right side, will it do anything meaningful? I'm not too sure it will. There's just so many steel balls moving
Yeah.
in. The DPS is there for Sarah.
Is the tower fortified though? Looks like it is
Well,
fortified to once. That's good.
BMan's wasn't. Sarah's is. Will probably fall at some point, but is it going to be too late? There is a little bit of an annoying kind of this flank coming in now from BMan on the right side. Is now looping around and killing the Phoenixes
Oh
from
man.
Sarah.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, Phoenix is going to get it done. First blood here onto Sarah.
And a very good round from BMan. Making sure that this doesn't get out of control anymore. Improved firepower control system, a rapid pickup, where Sarah will find its way onto that high-level Badger.
Yeah, it looks pretty solid here. Definitely not a bad target for the Badger as well. It's up front as well, and he's speed SBC, so zoom into the battle with massive DPS. Looks pretty good. Where's the Rhino going, though? That's the question. Did it get sold? Yeah, it's gone. Okay. Well, that answers that. Where's all this money gonna go?
Oh, and we do get the Wasps to defend the flank.
Yeah, it's a nice move. You called it out. I mean, there's no answer to it, and it'll just gain levels and keep defending it better and better.
And have a look at this. Sarah's showing no signs of stopping. Adding another Crawler and another Hound there to the flank.
Yeah, just continuing the surround here. Looks like there's some flanks from BMan as well, just a pesky Crawler, I suppose, to try and make the Phoenix chase it, so that there's less DPS on the battlefield. What do you think about this Wasp holding the improved firepower? It doesn't feel super impactful to me. Like, if anything, I want it on that Typhoon.
Yeah, it's a weird choice. I will admit. I'm not too sure about this one either. I would have put it on the Typhoon as well. That unit is just so effective with any type of attack boost.
Yeah, and 600 supplies worth compared to 200, right? Well,
Maybe
here we
he just
go.
thinks it's gonna die instantly again, but
Yeah. Well, kind of true, but still. Speed SBC really just punching through this side, hoping to get the tower nice and quick before BMan does. Looks like that is the case. Some weird stuff happening on the flanks. The tower is still only level 2 here, so it will fall somewhat quick.
again though, have a look at what's happening on the flank.
I know, this is crazy.
There's one Phoenix still alive from Sarah that somehow didn't get locked on by the Wasps.
Oh, it's gone now. We're gonna win the ground here for Sarah, but what's left in the skies? Oh, nothing. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that is a little bit annoying because it would have been a pretty decent amount of damage, and with BMan already below 3k, that damage would have been meaningful.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Rhino player won round 4, so perhaps par for the course. We'll see if Sarah can turn things around here.
It's going to be a portable shield pickup from Sarah. Very, very good item on steel balls. But have a look at this. It's being added on the level 2 crawlers that are on the flank instead.
Ooh, that's interesting. We'll see if that does much. We have Quantum Assembly picked up here for the Phoenixes. I mean, they're mass-produced, so they're going to be everywhere, right? And we've seen so far that this game has come down a lot to the Phoenix battle. Now, of course, Sarah has been winning the ground, so that's also something to consider here, but possibly going to be winning the skies as well now.
And we even have a quantum reassembly there.
Absolutely, yeah. And Wraiths as well. Now, that's a good defense, but there's like Phoenixes pointed directly at them.
It'll at least help with this crawler that has the shield, but
Yeah, true.
you might have to add something in front of it to be able to protect it, because I don't know if it's gonna survive for long enough.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, just like another Wasp in front of it would just be like perfect. I don't know, we'll have to see. I'm pretty interested to see how the Quantum will do. And like maybe we just keep winning the ground here for Sarah.
Have a look at both players going for a crawler flank.
Yeah, this is
Try and
so
distract
hard.
some of these units.
So hard to track everything that's going down, but so far it looks like the left is just stalemating the right. We got tower pressure here for Sarah, taking down the tower. Stuff happening on the flank. We got quantum reassembly, of course. The Phoenixes are reviving. And momentum seems to be for Sarah so far.
Yes, Sarah managing to kind of go even on that flank, and the ground is still heavily in his favor.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if his tower is going to be falling here. I mean, maybe it will, but
Eventually.
at that point, everything might be dead.
And the quantum just looks so good. Look how many birds are in the skies right now. That's got to be like 10, 12 birds.
And keep
But
in mind, these
still.
deal normal damage. Even though they
Yeah.
only cost 100 apiece, they deal 200 per pack.
Yeah, if they're non-quantum, of course. Like some of them were, what is it, like quarter damage?
Yeah, they'll deal, I guess, 25 per Phoenix
Yep.
if they revived.
Well, that was a crazy round. Now we have some unit reinforcements. There is a big tanky sandworm, some phantom rays. Looks like Saber here for BMan. I don't know if that's a sell or not. He does have the sell button unlocked. It was sold. Okay.
I wonder if the sandworm is a problem here, though, for B-Man, if Sarah decides to pick it up. His board is not that high DPS.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's mass-produced Phoenixes, right? So they do take a damage nerf. And you need a serious answer for something like that.
Okay, I like the way he's responding to the flank, though. Goes for the Degen Beam Wraith and adds another Wasp, like you mentioned. That will be nearly impossible to deal with, and I wouldn't be too surprised if we see Sarah jump driving the Phoenixes back here at some point.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I think it's a good move. It's kind of expensive, but I think it's a nice move because you just have no hope anymore, right? There's the Degen, there's the Wasp, and another Wasp was added, like we were talking about. So we'll see. Probably not going to pull the trigger immediately, but in fact, we do sell the crawler that had the portable shield, and now it's on a level 1 saber. Why not on the level 5 saber? What? That is really weird, guys. I think it's like honestly a misclick. Like he lost track of which saber was which.
I don't know. Well, it's gonna die instantly.
Oh man. Well, the flank got absolutely demolished. This Degen did a great job, but we're still collapsing with their speed SBC here on the right. We got balls, we got badgers, Phoenix is reviving. The big saber is just locking up everything. Meanwhile, on the left, the tower is maybe going to start falling here. But look at this right side. We're just killing everything during the debuff.
Yeah, the only thing is these Phoenixes, I don't know which ones still have the revive. There's just so many of them.
Yeah, for real. Making good use of the mass-produced. Trading
nice
towers
debuff
there.
timer, though.
Oh, maybe BMan
It's
actually is
a
taking
very
it?
close round.
Yeah, okay. BMan taking a round here. I think it's because they crushed the flank so well this time. Oh man, advanced power system here for Sarah. Even more speed with the speed specialist. Really going to collapse on that tower as usual. Love to see the cell come down on the flank, but where was it? Oh, it was used on the big saber. Okay. And we're going into Wasp with aerial and range, so just trying to really win that air battle. I think that's a great move.
Yeah, I like that quite a lot. I'm not sure. Still, this saber on the flank with the portable shield looks so silly. I wish it was on something like the level 3 steel balls instead, but...
Oh, can you imagine? That'd be so strong.
And I thought Sarah would back down, but he's just adding more to the flank now with a Wasp also being added. And we get Jump Drive instead from BMan, so this is actually going to be quite hard for BMan to deal with if he wants
I
to
think
try and
so.
match the AA. He'll have to go for a different response, I think.
Yeah, really good point. It's an interesting move he's going for here. He's got these sort of like attack modified Wasp with jump drive with mobile beacon here, so they're going to be super fast. And if they get the tower, that's just going to swing everything.
Oh, I don't know, like this flank just looks a little bit weird to me, especially like into the degen beam.
I know, but maybe they can snipe them. I mean, look how fast that Wraith is dying there on the right. Boom, down it goes. Here comes the mobile beacon, though. If they just get the tower, oh, I think it's going to work,
They're
right?
so fast.
Oh, a
29 meters a
great
second on
move.
those Wasps because of the
The haste
haste
module.
module.
Yeah. And now maybe the left tower going to fall as well. Oh, my tower's falling everywhere. Revive Phoenixes will be occurring as well. Still a lot of Wasps here for Sarah. I think Sarah's got it.
Yeah, a big problem for B-Man is he hasn't really leveled his towers all that much.
Yeah.
And so these 9 seconds of debuff just keep hurting him during the rounds.
Absolutely. Look how many birds are left. That's got to be crazy damage.
That's a massive turn.
They were like all revived, so it
B-Man,
wasn't that bad.
I mean, B-Man down to 1,000. Like, if
Yeah,
the round goes bad, he's gonna need to find a good response to these double-teched Wasps from Sarah.
for sure. A portable drops, and maybe we'll finally see it on that steel ball we were after. That's going to be a great move. The Badger is being sold for some reason. It probably wasn't performing. Maybe he just wants that improved firepower control on some other carry, like a Wasp.
I mean, the Wasp would be the only thing I could think of. For B-Man, maybe, yeah, I was thinking about this. AA Typhoon, so that Typhoon are being put to good use.
Yeah, it's a
Also
cool
has an
move.
anti-interference module.
All right, we're in Rhinos, by the way.
Ooh. Rhino into the Typhoon, level 2 with the armor.
It's a
That
genius
could
play.
prove... Yeah, that could prove very problematic for B-Man.
Like, there's not much ground damage, right? Like, of course, yes, there's Phoenixes, but they're mass-produced, and, I mean, they're kind of everywhere, right? They're not concentrated to deal with a Rhino with 125,000 health.
At least there's still the degen beam, like that will go through and slow
Yes.
down the Rhino.
For how long, though? Because the Wasps have aerial specialization, and they've got choo-choo train.
Yeah, that is also a good point. And the Wraith doesn't have range, so they'll kind of just keep moving forward and probably get targeted pretty fast.
Yeah, I think this looks so good for SaraTzch here. Like, they've got the sentry missiles covering everything, so that problem with the Wasp won't occur again. Oil is going to be put down, and there is the degen. Everything is being slowed down, but if we can just collapse, the Wraith falls. No tower pressure so far, but the right side won't hold on for much longer. The armored Rhino is just keeping everything in place.
And with the tower now locked and the Wasps taken care of because of that missile, Sarah is moving in for the kill, going for that second tower. The Rhino's still alive, the steel balls as well. And that ground army, I mean, it's looked powerful ever since the beginning rounds, and it still looks powerful now. And I
Wow.
think this might just be enough to
That
close
is
out.
completely dominating there at the end. The Rhinos were a great move. Just crushing. Wow. All right. SaraTzch going to
Massive.
win their best of one there. So that's B-Man down to the losers as well.
But that means we're
And
still going to have our winners finals first between Fang Fang and Sarah. That proves to be quite something. Fang Fang
yep.
used to have a pretty like oppressive aggro playstyle as well, but I'm not too sure if that's what he's going to go for. I think he's quite happy to defend.
Yeah. Absolutely. But I think SaraTzch can do a good job of not letting Fang Fang do his usual like fire abuse dynamics, hopefully. I mean, Sara's versatility is looking really good here. Like that flank stuff was crazy. The Rhino pivot was great. They're using like a lot of different units. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, it somewhat is back to like the air heavy boards that Sara used to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think he's, yeah, I've seen him play, like, I think Phoenixes every single game. Like, Phoenixes with jump drive are just, you know, it's a guarantee that they will show up. And typically they'll be on, or they'll show up on round 2.